Hello, hello. Welcome to Eclectic Creation, and here's what's cooking. So, if you just saw a manicotti video, you see me dressed like this. Well, guess what? I'm doing dessert now. Probably won't be posted at the same time, but this is, we're going to make a pineapple upside down cake, and we're going to use the big boy Instapot to do it. And the reason why I'm choosing the big boy to do it is, for one, I have these spring foam pans that I bought long before I bought my Instapot, and it's 7 inches and it'll fit in my 8-inch Instapot. So I can use most of the cake mix in this, and then I'll have enough to make some smaller ones that I can put in ramekins, and I can cook those in my in my little mama. So, but today we're going to just focus on getting this cake mix ready, and then we'll put it in the big boy and let that baby do its magic. So to begin with, I'm doing a box mix, nothing fancy, nothing. We're just gonna make it quick here because, you know, just don't have time or energy just to do this stuff by scratch anymore. So I'm just using a box of Supreme, any box of your brand, your favorite. I'm using a pineapple supreme flavored box. And let me go ahead and, I don't know if y'all can see, maybe I can turn well, this is just my blender. So here I can do this. Let me see. Get this. Ta-ta! There we go, there we go. All right. Okay, so I'm just doing my box cake mix, and I'm following the instructions for the most part. Okay, so I'm putting in my oil, my 1/3 cup of oil, because that's what my box calls for. And it calls for 3 large eggs. So I'm sticking that in there. Wash my hands since eggs got on me. And make sure I don't touch anything else. All right, and then this is where the difference is. Okay, when I opened my pineapple cans, I get the rings, but I get them in heavy syrup. Syrup. You know what I'm saying, right? So I take that, and it's almost half a cup, because I'm using the small cans. I got the small cans. It's almost half a cup. And the recipe calls for a cup of water. So I'm doing a half a cup of that pineapple juice, and I'm doing a half a cup of milk. Why milk and not water? Well, here's why it's milk. Because I want a light and fluffy cake. I don't want it dense. And milk and butter and those flavors seem to make it light and fluffy. But if you use like the water, you know, it just seems to be like a little bit more dense. But because I want it light and fluffy, I'm going to use milk. All right, so, and if I didn't have my pineapple juice, I would have used a whole cup of milk. So the other trick to getting that light and fluffy cake mix is letting it beat for a minute or two. So now we've got all our mix in here. I'm gonna let Big Red here do its magic. This is my Big Red. My honey bunny surprised me with this years ago for Christmas. I love my KitchenAid. I used it to make pasta for a long time. All right, so I'm just gonna mix it on 4. Make sure that it's locked. No, I'm gonna go a little bit higher. And then I'm just gonna let it run for a minute or two. And I wanna make sure that all that batter is you can smell the pineapple juice, but we're gonna let it run for a minute, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're ready to put the pineapple stuff in the pan. We've already got it mixed, ready to go. We got some good, pretty batter right here, nice and pretty right there. And so now we're fixing to get it ready and prepare it for the Instapot. All right, so I went ahead and let me scooch this over just a tad bit so you can see what I'm doing. All righty, so I went ahead and sprayed my spring foam pan down, and I did it in a spring foam because it's just easier to take apart and yada yada, you know. And so I'm gonna put this, and then all I did, I don't measure it really, I just put how much sugar I think I need, and a little bit of butter And I've already sprayed down my pan, and I'm gonna just kind of mix this around. And if it looks like it's too much, then I take it out. If it's, you know, looks like it's not enough, then I make some more. But it looks like I got it just right, because I do want it, when it's ready and I take it out of the pan, I do want it to drip. I want it to be enough so when you flip it over, because that's the top of the cake, it just drizzles down the side of the cake, and it makes it really pretty. And there's this deliciousness with it. Now all I did was brown sugar and butter. That's it. You can do a little bit of vanilla and mix it really well, and to me it kind of gives it like a caramel flavor, but you know, you might have to cook it a little bit to get that really caramel flavor. But we'll just do it with butter and brown sugar today. And then I'm going to stick these little babies in here like this, just like this right here, and get that down in there. And then I'll take this one and break it and put it in those little doodad corners right there. Okay, so if you want to see, all right, so we got that in there. Now we're gonna take our cake mix. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, pretty. And it smells so good. That pineapple just really smells so good. All right, so now we're just gonna pour this on top. And I don't want it to be too full. Yeah, it looks like I can get most of it in there. So I'll have enough for maybe one ramekin. That'll be all right. You know what? I'm just gonna chance it. I'm just gonna chance it. What have we got to lose, right? Because I'm sure that even if it does come out a little unappealing, I'm sure it'll taste just as good. All right, so I'm going to kind of just set that down a minute. Now, the trick to an Instapot cake is this, is you have to wrap it in foil, because you don't want any water getting in there. All right, so I am just going to do it this way first. I'm going to wrap this baby in there, because I don't want any water getting into it. Make sure that it's nice, and it probably might rise too much, because I did overfill it. I shouldn't put that much in there, but I don't want to waste it, and I don't want to put it in a ramekin and bake the rest of it. Okay, so, oh, I was recording. I didn't think my thing was recording. I was like, oh no. All right, so, but it is. All right, so I'm gonna wrap that up again, just like this. Okay, now, so here's the setup for the Instapot. If you don't have, you know, each Instapot comes with a different little stand, and because I have several of them, I you know, get several of these. So what I do is I got this one that flips, and I think this is, I don't know, I love this one. I wish they all came with this one, because this one is just the bomb. And I stick it in here like this, and I'm going to put my water, just a cup of water in there. Then I'm going to put my Instapot, my cake mix in there. Now make sure that whatever setup you do, that you're able to close your lid. You're gonna have to be able to close your lid. So, you know, be careful. Because this is an 8-quart, I can do this, but a 6-quart, you would have to use a smaller pan, and you might have to do the stackables. I don't really know, but I know that I love the 8-quart for this, for the baking the cakes, because it's just, it gives me more room to do this. And you also want to make sure that you have a different seal for baking, because if you use a seal, like say you made pot roast, or you made something curry, or you made something that's very strong spice, the seal will usually hold that, and unless it's been aired out a little bit, and you'll get that flavor onto your cake. So I try to have a seal for baking and a seal for cooking, just because I don't want the flavors to interrupt my cake, because woo, my daughter would have a fit. She's been bugging me for a pineapple upside down cake for a while. So finally decided to go ahead and get it done. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my Instapot. I'm going to put it on my pressure cook right here, and I'm going to put the cake mix. But I think I'm going to cancel that because I really want 45 minutes because I got more cake in there, more batter in there. So I'm going to just do the regular pressure cook, and I'm going to turn it up to 45 minutes. And then we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully it won't be too big of an epic fail with that extra batter in there. This might be interesting, but I will share it with you so that way you know if you want to do, if you know, it'll be a good tip. You either do it or don't. But it's taking me a minute to, I was talking and wasn't paying attention. All right, so we're almost there, almost there, almost there. Come on. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was talking, thinking I was doing the minute hand. All right, so we're gonna do it for 45 minutes and see how that works out. Okay, so there, it's set for 45 minutes. I'm gonna, because this is the big boy and I have to set it manually, I'm going to make sure that it's on sealing and not venting. So we're not venting, we're on sealing. All right, and so we'll see you in 45 minutes. Okay, we have baked it for 45 minutes, or not baked it, but you know, Instapotted it for 45 minutes. And then I did a natural release. I forgot to mention that in the previous video when we were putting it together, but I let it go for natural release, and it was probably about 20 minutes. And so now we're fixing to open it up and see if it made it or if it flopped. I don't know, but we'll find out. All right, so let me bend it down so we can take a look, because you know I overfilled it, so I don't know if that's gonna make it, how that turned out. So we're fixing to see if it was, woohoo, that baby's still steaming. Oh, ooh, I don't know. All right, so that's another reason why you want to wrap it in foil, so you can, it's easier to take out. All right, let's see. Get that out of the way. Woohoo! Let's see. What do we do? It looks like it's, you know, you can see the little bump there. So maybe it didn't do too bad. Although I think I probably should have put some more foil because it's, woo, it got some water in it or something. Well, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Let me get something to make sure that it's ready. It feels like it's ready because it's real spongy. Just stick something in the center. You can come take a peek.
That looks good.
She's been bugging me for this cake for a while, so we got it done. All right, so we're fixing to plate this baby and see how pretty it came out. Now, it did get some water in it, but I don't think it messed it up. And see, this is another reason why I like to use a sponge spring foam, because voila, simple. And oh yeah, we're fixing to, excuse me, I wasn't thinking when I did that. I don't know why I put it on the plate. I should have not put it on the plate because I have to flip it. I was thinking, ha, there we go. Oh, now see all of that beautiful drizzle when you put the extra butter and the all that beautiful drizzle just goes down the side, and man, you get this deliciousness with every bite. Oh, and it smells so good. I swear they need to come up with smell-o-vision because it smells incredible. But the Instant Pot always does. All right, so there you have it. Should I cut it open? I'm looking at you.
Oh, yes, yes, you should.
She's like, yes, yes, yes. It's cooled, you know, from air releasing, it's kind of cool, so it's ready to go. But look at that. Just, isn't that making your mouth water? I know it's making your mouth water. So go make you one because it's quick and easy. All right, so here we go. We are going to, now watch it not be done on the inside. Wouldn't that be funny? But that's, here you go. Honey bunny, you want a piece? He says no, not right now, because he just had a whole bunch of manicotti. So, all right, so let's see what it looks like. My daughter's like, Mom, pull out the paper plates. We always use paper plates.
I know.
Oh, looky there. Looky there. See, fluffy. There you go. All right. So there you have it. We were able to fill it up in the... She's been waiting for it. So we used the 8-quart. We used the big boy, which was the 8-quart. And I put a 7-inch spring foam pan, and it took the whole cake mix. So I know in the Little Mama, I have to bake it in 2 different settings. I mean, in 2 different times because it won't take a whole cake mix. But there you have it. So now we know that it wasn't a flip. It was a success. All right. And this is what's for dessert tonight. Thanks for watching.